Hello guys and welcome back to this amazing channel. This is Abhinav. In this particular video, we will discuss about the problems of contest starters 125. Yes, we'll discuss about Codechef starters 125 in this particular video. So actually, I was in Div 1 of this particular contest, and I was able to solve the first three problems of Div 1. The fourth problem, which was Manhattan Zor, I was like trying. I tried a lot for last 1 hour. I was trying this problem only. First three problems were done in first 1 hour, but still I was not able to solve it. Like I did a lot of a logic build, but yeah, it was a pretty difficult problem. I will up solve it after this after recording this video, and if I will able to solve it, I will upload a solution for that also. So in this particular video, I will discuss the remaining problems, and don't worry, I will discuss the problems of division 2, 3, and 4 also, as they were not the part of my problem set, but I have solved them, which were non-scorable problem. So basically, in salt, in this video, we'll discuss about these 6 problems actually. So basically, problem overspeeding, then 50-50 rule, fake certificate, binary minimum, minimal, bucket game, and operating on A. These 6 problems we will discuss in this particular video. So let's discuss these one by one. So the very first problem is over speeding. This was a very easy problem of diff 4 actually. The problem says that you are given the speed of a vehicle and simply you have to tell whether that vehicle will be fined or not. So basically if the vehicle speed is more than 40, it will get fined, else it will not get fined. So the solution is very clear. I have simply taken the input of the vehicle of the speed, which is you can see here n. If the speed is more than 40, I'm saying yes. Py means print yes. That means that vehicle will be fined. Else I will say no, it will not be fined, right? So it's a very easy problem. I hope everyone was able to solve it. Cool. Let's talk about the next problem, which is 50-50 rule. So in this 50-50 rule problem, actually it's a if-else based problem where you are given with the percentage of attendance and percentage of marks obtained by allies, and on the basis of that you have to tell the grade that allies got. So the grade are distributed like this. So if the attendance is strictly less than 50, means it is less than 50, then the grade is Z. If the attendance is if the score is less than 50 but attendance is more than equal to 50, grade is F, else grade is A. So it's a straightforward question. What I did here, you can see that based on our logic, I have simply said that if attendance is less than 50, I said Z. If so, this is X is attendance, Y is score. Now, if score is less than 50 but attendance is greater than equal to 50, I said F, which is F. Else I said A. Right. That was the basic straightforward question, and this was also a very easy question that I've solved. Let's move forward to the next problem, which is fake certificate. In this fake certificate problem, actually what they are saying is that, so there's actually a string given to us. Okay, a binary string actually. For example, binary string is 0 1 0 0 0 1 1 0 1, right? That's the let's say 0 0 1. Now this string actually represents the leaves taken by allies in her school. 0 represent that she was absent on that day, and 1 represent that she was present on that day. Now what Alice want to do is Alice wants to increase her attendance, and how she can increase? So she can actually use a fake that medical certificate that she can apply to their leave, but leave should be in consecutive manner. You can see here that Alice wants to increase her attendance and she wants to perform this operation one number of times. So basically, what she can do, she can choose any substring of S where she was absent for the whole time. Means, for example, in this substring, she was absent for whole time. In this substring, she was absent. Here she was absent. Here she was absent. So he has to find a substring where she was absent whole all the days. Basically, a substring with all the zeros. For example, this will not be happen because here we have 1 also. So she has to find a substring where all the zeros are present and she can convert all the zeros to 1. How? She will basically use a medical certificate, a fake certificate there, such that all her absence will be considered as a present because of the medical certificate. So you are being asked that where to apply that certificate, means which substring to consider such that total number of presents are increased. Obviously, guys, if you will see here, C can either apply that certificate here, okay, in this substring, either here or either here. But where she will apply? Obviously, she will apply her certificate in a substring which is having more size. So she will apply where? She will apply her medical certificate here, such that all of these 0 will become 1, and ultimately the string will become like this, and we have how many ones are there now? Now we have 7 presents. So 7 is the maximum number of attendance that he can get, and that is what you have to tell the maximum number of days allies will be marked present. So the question is basically that first of all we will find the number of ones present initially. Let's say here number of ones were 4, that there were 4 present days. Now we will find the maximum length of a substring having all the zeros. For example, here it's 3, and we will simply add 4 with 3, because 4C was already present and 3C made present after applying that certificate, that medical certificate, right? So the main agenda is to find a subarray which has all the zeros and having maximum size. So for that, what I will do, see, first of all, what I did here is, if you will see the logic, what I did, I have first of all taken, sorry, yeah. So if you will see here, what I have done is, first of all, I have taken the string input and I am storing 1. 1 is basically the number of days C is present. So let's change 1 with present. So 1 basically defines how many days C is present. So initially I have taken present as 0, and the number of times 1 is present in the string, that number of times C is present. Okay, that's the initial present days. Now what she will do? She will try to convert some zeros to 1, means some absent to present, but that should be a substring. So what here we will do? We will find a substring, largest substring which contains all the 0. How we will find that? Let me tell you. So what she will basically do is, she will take x as 0 and mx as 0. This mx will store the length of the longest substring with zeros. Okay. So now first, so I will index the string. Now what will happen? First alias will go here. Okay. Now this is 0. So whenever C will get 0, C will increase this x. Again it got 1. So now it got 1. That means before this 1, there are some consecutive zeros. And how much consecutive zeros were there? X number of zeros. Means you can get these X number of leave as a medical leave. So your max is 1. And again, because there's a 1, you will again make your X 0. Now, again a 0 come, increase X. Again a 0 come, increase X. Again a 0 come, increase X. Again a 1 come. So when again a 1 come, what will happen? You will take maximum of X with, because before this one there are 3 consecutive zeros. So now maximum is 3. And again X will become 0. Now it's 1, it will remain 0. 0, 1, again a 0, 2. But maximum is still 3. Finally, there will be maximum of 3 zeros that are coming consecutively, and that you will add in the present. So you will see we are using this approach here. Whenever there's a 0, we are increasing X. When a 1 came, we take maximum of whatever X are present till now, and then we again make X equals 0. And that we are doing after iterating the whole string also. And finally, whatever the mx is, whatever the longest sub array of 0 is, okay, we are adding that in the present, because that number of days can be converted to present after applying the fake medical certificate. And finally, we are like printing the final number of days allies can be present, right? So this is how we are solving this problem. It's sort of a simple problem of finding the longest subarray of zeros, right? If you have still any doubt, you can ask that me in the comment section, right? Or you can also join the Telegram for post contest discussions, right? Cool, amazing. Let's move forward then. Next we have binary minimal. Okay, so this binary minimal is there. It says that Alice is given a substring S of length n. She can perform the following operation on string S. Select an index I and delete the character. Select an index I and flip the character 1 to 0, 0 to 1. And by doing this, you can perform these operations x number of times, a k number of times. And after k number of times, at most k operations, what you have to do? You have to find the lexicographically smallest string that is possible. That is possible, right? So for example, guys, for example, your string that is given to you is something like this. Let's say 10011011110. Okay. So this is the string given to you. So see, guys, what we will do. So what we will actually do is we can either flip a bit. We can either flip a bit, means let's say make this 0 to 1, this 1 to 0, and so on. Or either we can remove some bits from this string. Let's say I remove this, remove this. So these two type of operation we can do, and we can do them at most k times. At most k number of times we can do these operations basically, right? So now the thing comes how we can do that. How we can find the what lexicographically smallest string. Now see, guys, what is lexicographically smallest string? A lexicographically smallest string is that which is smaller in size also, and if we will start from the left, it has a smaller character. So because it's a binary string, in lexicographically smallest string, we will try as much number of zeros in the front. Here's the one at the front, right? We will try to make zeros at the front, and that will be our agenda. What we will do? We will try to make zeros at the front and then ones. तो स्टार्टिंग में जीरो होने चाहिए, तभी आपकी स्ट्रिंग लेक्सिकोग्राफी स्मॉलेस्ट होगी. स्टार्टिंग वन आ गया मतलब वो तो बड़ी हो गई ना. फॉर एग्जांपल देयर इज अ स्ट्रिंग 0 0 0 1 0 1, देयर इज अ स्ट्रिंग 0 0 1 0, which is smallest? This is smallest. You will say that, sir, its size is small. Its size is small, that is fine, but if we will see, first occurrence of 1 is here. This is largest, this is smallest, this is smallest. So it takes the first occurrence of 1. So whichever string is having first occurrence of 1 earlier is the largest one. So basically we will try to make all the zeros in the start as much as possible. For example, our case 3. For example, our case 3. So it's very simple. What we will do? We will make all our ones from start to 0. Means k ones, which is possible. For example, if k is 4, we can do this. K is 5, we can do this. K is 6, we can do 6. Am I right? So what we will do, we will first of all try that from our left of the string, from the start to end, we will try to make all our ones to 0. Right? But you will say that, sir, why to convert 1 to 0? We can also remove that one. We can also remove, right? We will not remove actually, because guys, see, if k is 3, see, we will remove also in some case, but when k is 3, we cannot remove. See why? If k is 3, and let's say we removed first 3 ones, so our final string will be 0 0, then 0 1 1 1 0, and you can see this string is even. So this string we will get if we will remove these ones, and this is the string we get if we don't remove it but change it to 0. Which is smaller? This is smaller, right? This is smaller. It has 1. So removing ones will not be correct in every case. Why? Because if we will remove initial ones, back ones will come at the front and they will make the lexicographically greater, not smaller. वो आगे आ जाएंगे ना. Either या तो ऐसा हो कि बाद में ones ना हो. If the case is that there are no ones after when we remove the initial ones, then it's the case. So you got it correct. See, what we will do, we will first of all count how many number of ones are here. For example, in this case, number of ones are 6. So if k is less than 6, see, k is 3. So when k is 3, we cannot remove all the ones. See, either remove all the ones or don't remove it, convert it to 0. So because k is 3, we cannot remove all the ones because there are 6 ones. So what we will do, we will try to make initial k ones to 0. That we will do, right? But if k is, let's say, equal to 1, let's say k is 6, ones are also 6, then simply we will remove all the ones. Simply. This will be the answer. And now you will say that, sir, but what if k is more than number of ones? That can also possible. For example, k is 8 and there are only 6 ones. So first of all, using this k, what we will do, we will remove all the ones. So all the ones will be removed, only zeros will be left. They all will be removed. And so see, 6 ones are removed. Now remaining k is 2. So for this remaining k2, we'll remove 2 zeros and answer will be 0, 0. So that's the basic agenda. So what we will do eventually, if our k is less than number of 1, or let's say I will say if our k is greater than or equal to number of 1, first of all we'll remove all the ones. First we'll remove all the ones, and if still k is remaining, we will remove zeros. क्योंकि हमारे 2 k बचे तो हमने 2 जीरो रिमूव कर दिए. और अगर k लेस देन आंसर है, इन दैट केस कन्वर्ट k ones to zeros. अगर सारे वन नहीं हटा सकते तो फिर एक भी ना हटाओ, सबको जीरो में कन्वर्ट कर दो. दैट वाज द लॉजिक, राइट? So if you will see my code, what I've done here is right. So if you will see here, I have first of all taken the string. First I'm counting how many number of ones are here. So that I have counted how many number of ones are here, right? Now in this answer, I will store the answer basically in this string. Now see, if your k is greater than 1. So if your k is greater than 1, that means we can remove all the ones. So what I will do, I will iterate through the string and I will not take any one. I will just add zeros to my answer. So means I have removed all the ones. And finally this string answer has all the zeros. And after removing all the ones, if still value of k is greater than 1, I can write here. If still value of k is greater than 1, then we will remove that much zeros from the string, from that answer. How to remove? I am simply removing it using substring. For example, आपका आंसर 4 है, ठीक है, and your k is 2, means आप 2 जीरो और रिमूव कर सकते हो. तो सिंपली 0 से लेके यहीं तक की स्ट्रिंग लास्ट को हटा दो. तो यूजिंग सब स्ट्रिंग आई एम रिमूविंग दैट रिमेनिंग जीरो. तो इसकी रिक्वायरमेंट नहीं है वैसे. जब k 0 होगा तो पूरी स्ट्रिंग ही लेगा वो, राइट? This is the logic when k is greater than or equal to 0. We are removing all the ones, and then for remaining k, we are removing zeros also. But if k is less than 1, then I said what? Then we have to convert k ones from 1 to 0 until k is greater than 0. And if for the given, so here I have taken answer is equal to s. Okay. So here if the answer I is 1, k is greater than 0, means we can convert this 1 to 0, convert it and decrease value of k. So this is the logic that we have used there. When k is greater than or equal to 1, we can remove all the ones and then some zeros. If k is less than 1, then removing some ones is not beneficial, because if you will remove just some initial ones, last one will come at the front. Either remove all the ones, or either don't remove anyone, just convert 1 to 0, right? Which we are doing in this particular case, right? So I hope that you have got this particular problem. For this problem also, I can understand the logic was a little bit difficult, right? So again, if you have any doubt, please do ask that to me in the comment section, or you can join Telegram to ask your doubts, right? Amazing. So that's the thing. Now the next part, let's continue, which is the bucket game. Okay, so this problem was also really interesting, and it was a total problem of game theory and observation, and I actually applied a lot of observation here in this problem. So the problem was that there are some bucket games, okay, that are going on. So there are some bucket games that is there. In this bucket game, there are actually n buckets. Right? And then all the n buckets have some balls. For example, the first bucket have 6 balls, second bucket have 3 balls, then 1, then 2, then 8, then 4, then 5. Let's say these are balls in the bucket. The first bucket is 0, 1, 2, 3, 4. So for example, here I have taken n is equal to 7. Means we have 7 buckets and each buckets have some balls, right? Amazing. Now, what the game is that when all the buckets will become empty, your game will end. That's the first thing. Now, what will happen in the game? In every chance, either Alice or Bob will take one ball from the bucket, right? Will take one ball from the bucket, and the main thing is, if someone will take the ball from the bucket, and if after that move bucket becomes empty, that person will get one coin, one score, whatever. Here they are saying I say 1 point. Okay. So in more better way, if I will tell you, the basic game is, for example, in this bucket, only one ball is remaining. So whoever will pick this ball will get a point. Whoever. If Elias will pick, Elias will get a point. If Bob will pick, Bob will get a point. So basically, you have to tell that after playing optimally, they play always optimally. After playing optimally, who will play the game or who will win the game? Or it is also possible that the game draws, right? Let me tell you in what case the game draw. There are multiple cases. Let me give you an example. For example, there are two buckets, and both the bucket contains one and one ball. So it's very easy for both of them. First, Elias. So Elias is playing first, and then Bob. So Elias will start the turn. Okay. Simply, if there are one and one ball, first Elias will take a ball, then Bob will take a ball, and because they are the only balls in the bucket, they both will get one point. So who will win? Both will have draw, right? And similarly, there will be multiple cases. But let's talk about what's the logic behind the problem. Right? See, guys. First of all, we will take those buckets. We will take those buckets which have only one ball. Which have only one ball. For example, here I'm taking two more buckets. Now we have total 9 buckets, right? So let's say if you will see here we have 9 buckets, but out of 9 buckets, there are 3 buckets which have only one ball. Means whoever will pick the ball from it will get a point. See, so because Elias is playing first, Elias will obviously take this ball. He will get a point. Then Bob will take another ball bucket with one ball. He will get a point. Then Elias will take this one. He will get a point. So basically, they will play for all the they will play for the buckets, and they will get one coin each. So for example, if there are 4 buckets with one ball, 2 Elias will get 2 points. Elias will get 2 point. Bob will get. If there are 3 buckets, for example here, in case of 3, 2 Elias will get and 1 Bob will get because Elias is playing first. तो इनिशियली जितने भी बकेट्स में एक एक बॉल है उनमें से कोई बॉल निकालेगा उसको 1 पॉइंट मिलेगा. तो पहले अलाइस ने निकाला एक बकेट से, फिर बॉब ने निकाला एक बकेट से, ऐसे करके जिसमें एक बॉल थी वो सारी बकेट्स खत्म हो जाएंगी. ऑल द बकेट्स हु हैव जस्ट वन बॉल विल बी डन and the points will be distributed in such a manner. Elias will get half, Bob will get half. But if number is odd, Elias will get one more. For example, here in case of 3. Okay, so first of all, I am handling this case and I'm taking all those buckets first which have just one ball. If you will see here, what I'm doing here is, see the logic first. Okay, so first of all, I'm taking that. So for now, avoid this odd. So that's a different logic. First, see 1. So I'm first of all counting how many buckets are there which have just one ball. So for all those buckets which have just one ball, I'm counting. For all those buckets which have just one ball, I'm counting. And now Elias will get how many of them? 1 plus 1 by 2 and Bob will get 1 by 2. So they will be equally distributed with Elias will get a तो मैंने ऐसे लिखा हुआ है. I have written like this, that Elias will get 1 plus 1 by 2 and Bob will get 1 by 2. So actually इसका रीजन ये है कि लेट्स से अगर 3 है, लेट्स से अगर 3 बकेट्स है एक एक बॉल की, तो ऑब्वियसली फर्स्ट Elias will get, देन Bob will get, देन Elias will get. तो Elias को 2 मिलेंगी और Bob को सिर्फ 1 मिलेगा. और आप देखो Elias को मिलेंगी 3 plus 1 by 2 which is 2. Bob will just get 3 by 2 which is 1. Similarly, let's say if there are 5 buckets, let's say 5 bucket with 1 ball, 2 और ml let's say, तो 5 में क्या होगा? Elias को मिलेंगी 3, Bob को मिलेंगी 2. कैसे? 5 plus 1 by 2 3 and 5 by 2 2. That's why I've used this formula, right? And in case of even, they will get equal. For example, if there are just 4 buckets, Elias will get 4 plus 1 by 2 which is 2, 5 plus by 2 is 2 and 4 by 2 is also 2. So in this case, both will get 2 2. That's not a problem, right? Both will get 2 2. Amazing. So this is how I'm first distributing the bucket which have just one ball. So because Elias will start, he will maybe get 1 extra ball. So initially Elias has this number of balls and Bob has this much number of balls. So Means we have taken remaining. So we have taken all the balls which has all the buckets we have considered which has only one ball. This is done. This is done. This is done. This is done. Now what about the remaining ones? Now see guys, as I told you that, as I told you that, uh, if a bucket has just one ball, whoever will pick it, whoever will pick it will win the game. Will win the game. And that is why we have taken all those buckets which has one ball and it is distributed between both of them. Now the thing comes, for example, there is a bucket which contains two balls, right? See, if in this bucket which contains two balls, if Alice will pick the ball, then Bob will pick the another one, so Bob will get a point. If Bob will get the first ball, then Alice will get the remaining one and Alice will get the point. So no one will try to get a ball uh, from a bucket which is having even number of balls. यहाँ पे सिर्फ दो बॉल है. अगर एलाइस ने पहली बॉल ले ली तो बॉब जीत जाएगा, मतलब बॉब को एक पॉइंट मिल जाएगा बिकॉज एक ही बॉल बचेगी ना. फॉर एग्जाम्पल देयर आर टू बॉल्स, वन इज टेकन बाय एलाइस, one is taken by Alice. So this Bob will take and Bob will get a point. And if first Bob will take a ball, then Alice will take this and Alice will get a point. So no one will try to get a ball first from a bucket which has even number of balls. For odd it is fine. But for even number of balls, no one will try to get it first. Am I right? Okay. And similarly, if there are four balls also, so one who will play first will not get point. You can see, for example, पहले Alice ने चला, Alice got this, Bob got this, then Alice got this, then Bob got this. So again Bob wins because Bob is having the last ball. Again Bob wins, right? So in this case what actually happens is that if a bucket has even number of balls, whoever will pick the first ball from this even buckets, from this even number ball bucket, the another will get a point. So no one will try to get a ball first from a bucket which has even balls. Odd में चल सकता है, odd अगर balls हैं तो अगर बॉब लेगा तो बॉब ही जीतेगा. Am I right? अगर बॉब लेगा तो बॉब ही जीतेगा, क्योंकि अगर एक बॉब ने ली, ये मान लो बॉब ने ले ली, ये ले लिया एलाइस ने, ये बॉब ने, ये एलाइस ने, लास्ट बॉल बॉब ही ले रहा है तो वही जीतेगा. बट जब इवन है तो ये एलाइस ने ली, ये बॉब ने ली, एलाइस ने और बॉब ने, तो बॉब जीतेगा. तो ये केस है. अब देखो मैटर फाइनली क्या बनता है. यहाँ पर क्या है कि सबसे पहले कोई भी इवन नंबर ऑफ बॉल जहां पर है उसको टच करने की कोशिश नहीं करेगा. नो वन विल ट्राई टू टच अ बकेट which has even number of balls, because they know if you will touch that bucket you will not get the point of that bucket. So for example, if Alice is there, ठीक है, Alice will not go here, Alice will not go here, Alice will not go here, they are even. Alice will also not go here. Alice can either pick this, either pick this, right? See, if Alice will pick this one ball from here, this will become 2. Then Bob will be there, Bob will get from here, and this will become 4. So after one chance of Alice and one chance of Bob, now you will see all the buckets now have even number of balls. All the buckets now have even number of balls. And because they are even number of balls, whoever will play first now will lose all the buckets because they all are even. And because it's the Alice chance, Alice will lose all the buckets and all the buckets Bob will take. बट अगर यहाँ पे एक और ऑड होता, लेट्स से यहाँ पे एक 7 भी होता, देन व्हाट विल हैपन, बॉब विल मेक दिस 7 to 6, Alice will let's say make this 5 to 4, then again Alice will Bob will make this, so Alice will make 7 to 6, Bob will make 5 to 4, and then Alice will make this 3 to 2. और अब बारी आती बॉब की और सारे यहाँ पे इवन हो चुके हैं. सो नाउ बॉब विल लूज, नाउ बॉब विल नॉट गेट एनी पॉइंट. So means if odd number of buckets, see, if odd number of buckets are present even number of times, see, buckets having odd number of balls, are present even number of times, just like 3 and 5 was present. So who will get all the remaining buckets point? Bob will get. जैसे कि क्या था यहाँ पे, क्या था कि भाई हमारे पास 3 और 5 थी बस, देवर ओनली 3 and 5, राइट। तो अगर एलाइस आया, ये तो ये लोग लेंगे नहीं, एलाइस ने इसको 2 कर दिया, बॉब ने इसको 4 कर दिया। अब एलाइस को ही चलना है, बिकॉज 2 ही थी, इवन नंबर ऑफ थी ऑड बकेट्स, राइट। So because Elias will now play the game and all are even, means Elias will lose all of them. Bob will win. So if odd number of buckets are present even number of times, Bob will win the points of remaining all the buckets. Else, if odd number of buckets are present odd number of times, then Elias will get the remaining points. That was the logic. So you can see after this, I have also calculated the number of buckets having odd balls. Now, if this odd buckets are present even number of times, then Bob is getting the remaining buckets. So one वाले bucket हमने already निकाल लिया है. One bucket was already considered. Remaining buckets n minus one, Bob will get the point. And in the else case, when odd buckets are odd number of time present, then it will be taken by allies. Now finally, if Bob allies both have same score, it's draw. If Bob is greater, okay, it should not be equal. Actually equal was already considered, so ये गलत नहीं हुआ, otherwise नहीं करना था ये. If Bob is greater than Alice, Bob is there, else Alice is there, right? That was the logic of this particular problem. I can understand this is also a very complex logic that I thought of. It was a game theory problem, right? Actually, so again, if you have any doubt, please do ask that to me in the comment section, or you can also join Telegram to ask your doubts, right? And now let's finally move forward to the next problem, the final problem for this particular video, which is operating on A. This was actually also a very amazing problem, and I have used the great logic to solve this also. वो आ गया अचानक से दिमाग में, ठीक है? So this problem is that you have an array, okay, and in each array you can for the array for each index you can perform some operation. I will tell you what the operation is, and by performing these operation any number of time on array A, you have to convert it to array B. You have to convert it to array B. That's the problem, right? Cool. Let me explain you how we can do this. So for example, first of all, let's see what the expression is saying. Here they are saying I minus 1, ai plus 1, ai plus 2. I will do it little bit different. For example, there are 4 indexes present: ai plus 1, ai plus 2, and ai plus 3. I have just, because they have used one base indexing, I am taking a simply different thing, 0 base indexing, right? So they are saying you can perform operation once, and in each operation what you can do, your ai will become ai plus 1 plus ai plus 2. Okay, let me write in a better way. So ai is there, ai plus 1 is there, ai plus 2 is there, ai plus 3. After each operation that you will apply on these 4 indexes, what will happen? ai will become ai plus 1 plus ai plus 2. ai plus 3 will actually become ai plus 3, ai plus 2, ai plus 1. So these are these first and last that is happening. So if you will see, basically this ai will become equal to sum of these 3, and this ai plus 3 is becoming equal to sum of these 3. Ultimately what we are doing in this ai, we are adding these two numbers, and in ai plus 3 also we are adding these two numbers. That is what we are doing. In ai we are adding these two numbers, and in ai plus 3 also we are adding these two numbers. That's the first thing, right? Amazing. Now what we are doing with this ai and ai plus 2, so basically I'm making ai plus 1 is equal to minus ai plus 2, and ai plus 2 equal to minus ai plus 1. ऑफ द ओरिजिनल वैल्यू बेसिकली, नॉट द चेंज वैल्यू, राइट। तो मतलब क्या हो रहा है कि इसमें हम ये दोनों ऐड कर रहे हैं, इसमें भी हम ये दोनों ऐड कर रहे हैं, और इन दोनों को हम निगेटिव कर दे रहे हैं, दिस बिकेम निगेटिव, राइट। दिस इज अ ऑपरेशन दैट इज हैपनिंग. Now let's first of all see, understand one thing about this operation. If you will see, after performing this operation, there is no change in the final value of this given all the four numbers. If you will see the final value, right, see what happens is हमने इस AI में क्या किया, wait, let me tell you with a different way. सी अगर हम इनका अभी इनिशियली सम निकालें तो सम विल बी ऑब्वियसली AI+AI+1 प्लस AI+2 प्लस AI+3. एंड अगर आप इनका सम निकालो तो इनका सम भी क्या होगा, दिस विल बी कैंसल्ड बाय दिस, दिस विल बी कैंसल्ड बाय दिस, एंड सम विल बी दैट ओनली. तो ये दोनों का सम ही सेम होगा. मीन्स आफ्टर परफॉर्मिंग दीज ऑपरेशंस the summation of these four numbers are not changing, only the values are changing. That means after performing this operation any number of time on array A, the sum of array A will also not change, only the characters or the elements will be changed, but the total sum of the array will never be changed, because after performing this operation the total sum is not getting changed. So that is what I'm doing first. I'm first of all taking input of the vector. If you will see here, so I'm first of all uh, sorry, there is some problem. Zoom in. If you will see, I'm first of all taking input of both the vectors, and I'm finding the sum of both the vector. I have this sum vector function already defined above. If this sum is not equal, means अगर A और B का sum equal नहीं है, we can never make their sum equal. If even their sum is not equal, we can never make them equal, because sum is not changing. Sum of A array is always constant, because after performing the operations, sum is remain constant. So if sum of vector A and vector B or the array B are not equal, we cannot make them equal, right? If we are directly same, print no. Else, if this is not the case, now we will check one more thing. It's not the only thing. There's one more logic that we have to see. See guys, what we are doing is, we have to make array A and array B equal. Okay, we have to make array A and array B equal. For example, एक example ले लेते हैं, which is given to us here also. Let's say 0 -340, then 1 -430. अब you have to see कि ये हमारी A है, ये हमारा B है. ठीक है, अब देखो, see one thing. We will start from the index number 0 and we will iterate till the last. We'll start from here. अब देखो, if at a particular index the value of A and B are equal, then it's completely fine. तो कोई problem नहीं है. Simply move forward. What I'm doing here also in the array, if you will see in the code, what I'm doing is, I'm iterating from 0 to n minus 3 actually, that I will tell, because हम यहाँ पे ये operations कर रहे हैं तो हम सिर्फ यहाँ तक ही जा सकते हैं, so that आगे 3 numbers हो हमारे पास. ठीक है, तो अगर A और AI AB equal है, if AI and AB are equal, then simply continue, no problem, right? If AI and AB are equal, then simply continue, that's not a problem, there's no problem. But if they are not equal, then what to do? Then we will try to make them equal. अब देखो, अगर ये AI और AB इक्वल नहीं है तो हम क्या कर सकते हैं, तो हम we can perform operation there. And guys, we will only perform operation on an index only once. You will say why once? See guys, आप सिर्फ एक बार ही अप्लाई करोगे, वो अगर आप दूसरी बार अप्लाई करोगे, your operation will get reversed. You cannot apply operation even number of time. For example, let's say it's 0 -340. This was A. Let's say you applied this operation on this index. So what happened? ये नंबर बन जाएगा इन तीनों का सम, which is 1. This will get here negative, this will get here sign change, and this will become the sum of this all. ये बन गया, एक्चुअली यहाँ पे 1 था, ठीक है. But if you will again apply the same operation, this will become the sum of this will come here with negative, this will come here with negative, this will become the sum of this. That means again ये string same form में आ रही है. आप देखो, if you are applying the operation on the same index twice, the string is again coming on the same. So means there is only one time you will apply a operation on a single index. You cannot apply that multiple number of times because it will get reversed only in even number of operations. ठीक है. तो अगर आपको ये दोनों इक्वल नहीं है और अगर आपको इन दोनों को इक्वल करना है, if these both the indexes are not equal and if you have to make them equal, then you can try performing the operation one number of time because more number of time is unnecessary, right? तो देखो, अगर दोनों इक्वल हैं, if they are equal, simply continue. Now if they are not equal, then how they can make equal? How we can make AI and AB equal? So how we can do? We can simply perform this operation. And after performing this operation, your AI will become AI plus 1 plus AI plus 2. So your AI will become AI plus AI plus 1 plus AI plus 2. तो अगर ऐसा करने से final value is coming equal to BI. If it is coming equal to BI means we can perform the operation. Then perform it. Else अगर वो करने से भी आपकी वैल्यू इक्वल नहीं हो रही है, simply print no. But if after performing that, if your value is becoming equal, then perform the operation. क्या operation है? We have 4 steps. First step is AI is equal to AI plus 1 plus AI plus 2. This is the first step I have written here. Second step is AI plus 3 is equal to AI plus 3, AI plus 2, AI plus 1. And next two steps are AI plus 1 is equal to minus 1 means negative of AI plus 2 and AI plus 2 is negative of AI plus 1. So I am storing it in the temp because its value is getting changed, right? So I am performing the operation. Only if it is possible to make it equal to BI. Otherwise, no. And after performing these operations, see, because these operations are performed only once ना, अब after performing this operation here, ये यहाँ पे convert हो जाएगा. तो ये लास्ट की 3 वैल्यूज हैं, क्योंकि यहाँ पे हम ऑपरेशन नहीं क्रिएट कर सकते हैं. वी कैन नॉट परफॉर्म द ऑपरेशन हियर, वी डोंट हैव 4 एलिमेंट्स. So these last 4 values should always be equal for A and B. So if the last 3 values actually. So if last 3 values are becoming equal after performing the operation in the initial digits, answer is yes, else answer is no. Right. So if you want, we can try this for some greater, for example, it's 4, 1, 0, minus 1, 2. Okay. So this will be 6, 0, minus 1. I'm just checking how to do this. So for example, this is A and this is B, right? So what we will do? Let's say, see, these are not equal. These are not equal. So we will perform operation on this index for A. So it's 5, 1, 0, minus 1, 2. We will perform index operation here. So this will become the sum of this, which is 6. This will become 0. This will become minus 1. This will become the sum of this, which is 0. Okay. Okay. And this will remain 2 only. Now for the next index, they are equal. And for last 3 indexes also, they are equal. That means it's possible here. But अगर last की कोई भी index अभी change हो जाती, let's say here it's 3, here it's 2, then it's not possible, right? So guys, that was the logic that I thought for this particular problem. And it was actually, I can understand the complex logic, but that was, I think, that is the only logic. If you guys have better solution for any of these questions, please do tell in the comment section. If you have any doubt, please ask your doubt or join Telegram for post contest discussions, right? Amazing, amazing. And for this question, which is Manhattan Zor, I will try to solve this. Okay, I have actually written a good amount of code and it was running actually, but because of, I think, some basic cases, it was not giving right answer. I will again try to make and solve this particular problem, right? And if I will be able to solve, I will upload the problem in the YouTube, the solution, right? Cool guys, so thank you for watching this particular video. I hope that you have got the complete understanding of all the problem. If you like this particular video, please hit the like button, please subscribe to the channel and comment helpful if this is helpful for you. Thanks a lot. Thank you.